Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Options Academy class of 2025. My name is Amanda Dvorak, and I am the Associate Principal for Alternative Pathways. I'm also the Administrator of Options Academy. I usually, at this point, take a moment to tell everyone, especially our folks on stage, that I have the best job in the Des Moines Public Schools, because I get to be here with you all today. The first order of business is to recognize a lot of the folks who supported our graduates along the way. I'd like to recognize your family, your friends, and any loved ones who are here with you today, so let's give them a round of applause. Your first teachers are those who are with you from the moment you're born, and they make a huge impact on you, and then we get to pick it up at the end. And that's a really cool experience. Next, I want to personally thank some of our community partners. Starts Right Here is a big part of our community at Options Academy. Will Keeps, Miss P, Mia, Nate, their entire staff has worked directly to help support some of our graduates today. Without the help of community partners, Options Academy cannot help the students. And so I also want to recognize the Boys and Girls Club of Central Iowa. They've opened a facility to us on the location of Drake University in order for us to have a satellite program to help provide easier access to some of our students who live on the north side. The YMCA, and specifically the Y Achievers program. Yesterday afternoon, each student who graduates with us gets an Options Academy sweatshirt, and yesterday afternoon, 300 sweatshirts were delivered to my office, paid for by Alex Hammer and the Y Achievers, so thank you to the Y. Last but not least, and very much not least, I want to personally thank the United Way of Central Iowa and Prairie Meadows for their support of our transportation program. The funds that we receive from grants from them directly support us being able to provide students access to school to help support get them there so that they can walk through the door to do the hard work. So thank you. The final folks I'd like to ask you to thank don't get thanked enough. The staff of Options Academy. I ask them to do a lot. I ask them to be creative. I ask them to do more with less. I ask them to trust me even when I'm not sure they should. And I ask them to do everything in their power to help a kid. And so I want to personally thank you, but I also want all of us to thank the staff of Options Academy. I spend a lot of time telling our kids that life happens sometimes. This morning, there should be a whole lot of flowers up here, and our flower delivery didn't make it. So we'll apologize for that. And there's supposed to be 2 red roses up here on the stage today. And those are to symbolize individuals who should be here with us today and aren't. Zach Smith was an English teacher who supported students at Starts Right Here and Options Academy. He also worked with some of our Place Academy students who are here today to help celebrate, and many other programs within DMPS. Zach died suddenly in October following a short illness, and so we want to recognize him. The second rose was to acknowledge Adriana Alonzo Shelton, who should be sitting here with all of you as a graduate today with a cap and gown, with her mom celebrating. Adriana was a student who attended Options Academy at our Kurtz location, and she was actively working towards earning her diploma. Adriana had a heart condition, and she was on a wait list for a heart transplant, and in January, she died waiting for that heart. And so we want to offer a moment of silence for both of these individuals. Thank you. This morning, I get to give you guys one last talk, and I kind of did that upstairs without your friends and family here. And some of you know, if Lisa would have let me, I'd be walking up and down the aisle, handing out popcorn, saying good morning, I'm glad to see you, do you need a piece of candy? There's probably about a third of you who have no idea who I am, and that's the best thing about my job. Saying good morning, it's the best part of my day. The goal for you when you came to this program was always to graduate, to finish high school, to earn a diploma and walk the stage, and today you will achieve that goal. This doesn't stop your growth, though, as a human or an individual. It's the beginning of the steps of what a lot of people like to call adulthood. What they don't necessarily always know is that most of you have already taken steps into adulthood. Many of you did so way younger than you should have had to. You've overcome again and again and again. Our goal at Options Academy, my expectation is that your experience in this program is that you're supported individually with an individual pathway. You have a chance to finish school your own way. We're simply a safety net that was put in place for you until you could walk through the door. We had to hold back, but then you chose. You made a choice to attend Options Academy. You made a choice to work with us, and every day you made a choice to decide that it was okay to walk in. Our safety net, while it's no longer following you to ensure that you're successful in this aspect of your life, is always here waiting just in case. You see, your goal was to walk this stage. Our goal for you is that you realize how amazing you truly are. The talents that you have that have carried you to this point. Our goal was to build within you the ability to see who we see. The kid who can do anything. Every one of you can do great things that are difficult and hard and that you're not sure of. To be more than you believe you can be. Oprah Winfrey said, "You don't become what you want, you become what you believe." We believed that you would get to this point. You believed that you would get to this point. What's next is up to you. That's your next choice. And it will be whatever you believe that it can be. I promised you guys it'd be short, so here we go. It's now my pleasure to introduce guests for today's ceremony. Options Academy Counselor Ryan Ely, School Board Member Kim Martorano, School Board President Jackie Norris, and the Superintendent of the Des Moines Public Schools, Dr. Ian Roberts. Dr. Roberts.
Thank you, Amanda. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Wow, you all look great. You know, as I think about the work that happens here at the Options Academy, it really speaks to exactly who we are as a school system. I want to first start by thanking Amanda and her amazing team of teachers and counselors and staff. You all truly epitomize how we want to show up for the students amongst us, especially those who we know deserve multiple chances. And to the parents and well-wishers and supporters, we know that our amazing graduating class of 2025 would not have made it here without you and without your support. So you don't do anything at this time. Class, give a round of applause for all of your supporters. You know, I was told that this is the class who just happens to be a part of an amazing partnership, the first class that we have at the Boys and Girls Club that supported you. I was told that all of you have demonstrated so much resilience to get to this finish line. And many of you share the stories similar to the one I heard this morning. David, who's graduating today, got off of work at 2 o'clock this morning, and he's here sitting in the front row. And many of you are sitting here and probably have a very similar story, but you're here. Something else that I heard about this class is that there are 25 of you who are 20 years older. And I want to double down on that point because, class, too many of you are allowing a destructive medium, including social media, with people who are showing you this amazing life at an early age. They're driving Maybachs and they're living in million-dollar homes. They're just capping. Don't believe them. That's the right vernacular, capping. I'm good? Okay, good. And I want to make that point because even as I think about those of you who are sitting here, and many of you needed a second chance to get it right, and you were believing because you were hearing from so many people who were not even as successful as you are, that you needed to be at a certain place in life by a certain age. I want to remind you that Harlan Sanders, who's known as Colonel Sanders, who started KFC, started up his first franchise when he was 62 years old. Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart, had his first franchise in Arkansas in 1962 when he was 44 years old. Today, Walmart is worth $767 billion. Sam Jackson, now you know, if you've seen movies over the last 20 years, you've seen at least one with Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson didn't get his first big role until he was 43 years old when he starred in, and class, you will know about this, but your appearance, Jungle Fever. Morgan Freeman, who many of us see in movies and hear about, didn't get his big start until he was 50 years old. Class of 2025, you are right where you need to be. I want to close with this. Because of some of the conversations I've had with you and the stories that have been told, I believe that our class of 2025 is the Invictus class. You see, Invictus is a Latin term that translates into fearless and unconquerable. To be unconquerable simply means that nothing that is thrown your way or attempts to throw you off of your path will ever be successful because you are unconquerable with an Invictus spirit. And there's no better example of what it means to have that Invictus spirit than one of my favorite poems that you all may have had as a part of your English curriculum. And if you have not, I want to encourage you at some point to find this poem and read it, because it reminds me that you have that spirit. This poem was written by an English playwright in 1875 named William Ernest Henley. And in 1875, when medical technology was not as advanced, William Ernest Henley had contracted a disease called tuberculosis of the bone. And he needed to have his leg amputated without all of the anesthesia and everything. So the pain that he was going to feel is something that we can't even fathom. But in preparation for this second surgery, because many years earlier he had already lost his left leg from the knee down, and he wrote this poem titled Invictus and decided that he was always going to have this unconquerable spirit. So it doesn't matter who tells him he's not going to make it, he's going to make it. Doesn't matter how much pain he feels when life comes his way, he's going to do it. Doesn't matter how many haters he develops because he's now out here doing well, he will persevere. And while I'm not going to read the entire poem to you, I want to read to you the last stanza. And in the last stanza of the poem Invictus, written by William Ernest Henley, who had one leg amputated and getting ready to lose another, but decided that I'm not going to throw in the towel. And the last stanza reads, "It matters not how straight the gate, or how charred with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul." You are the master of your fate. You have that invictus spirit. Go out and conquer the world. Congratulations. Class of 2025, it's almost official. Right now, you're just here. All of the hard work you've put in, we haven't decided yet whether or not you deserve this, but I was just told that yes, you do. On behalf of our two board members present, Chair Jackie Norris and Board Member Kim Matarano, and the rest of the Des Moines Public Schools Board, I, Ian Roberts, as superintendent, I'm confident and have the utmost belief that the class of 2025 have completed all of the requirements, have put in time, have made sacrifices to have bestowed upon them a state of Iowa high school diploma. I certify that today.
Yeah, kids are going to come from this way. All right, so I am your entertainment for this morning. While you all are sitting here waiting patiently, your children, our graduates, are going to walk through the back and have a picture taken by Live Touch Photography. If you would like to view or purchase those pictures, there's a QR code on the inside of your program that will allow you access to those pictures. And so the first thing that happens today is they get their picture taken, which is really cool. The next thing that you'll see, there's also a QR code to the Facebook page for Options Academy. After the ceremony is being recorded, and after the ceremony at some point today, Options will upload the video of this so that if you have friends and family who are not able to be here or who live elsewhere, not Des Moines, that they can see your students walk across the stage. Okay. I also was just notified that the flowers are here. So, if you don't know, most of the graduation ceremonies, there's a rehearsal beforehand. And we don't do that. In case you haven't guessed. The other really cool part about that, though, that I told the students earlier when we were upstairs, I get to talk to them last, which is really great. It's actually really cool because you have some really amazing young people, and I'm so excited. But I told them, I said, we don't rehearse for our graduation ceremony because there's no rehearsal for life. Life happens to all of us. Life happens to a lot of us all of the time. And so we like to be real, and we like when good things happen, like our flowers show up. So I'm going to give these folks a hand, and then we're going to get some kids' names read and celebrate this class. All right, folks, the moment you've been waiting for. Stand right there. Jessica Aguilar Mercado. Stand right on that X and smile. David Baradoma. All right, stand right on the X and smile, buddy. Nick Bigner. Stand right on the X and smile. Connor Bishop. Stand right on the X. Charles Bonds. Yep, stand right there so you can take your picture. Kamel Bonner. Stand on the X, honey. Devontae Boone. Shavonte Boone. Dr. Roberts, you're going to stand right there. Brooklyn Brown. All right, stand right on that X and smile. Tierra Calhoun. Rodney Carpenter. All right, bud. Go ahead. Stand right on that X and smile, honey. Jazara Christopher. Stand right on the X, okay? Bennett Collier. Stand right on the X and smile, okay? Kelton Costa. Stand right on the X. Peyton Davis. Right here on the X, baby. Rylan Davison. Patron Day. Right here on the X and smile, okay? Chase DeVore. Smile, okay? Taria Epps. Right here, babe, on the X, and then after I say your name, you go. Stephen Evans. DeWitt Ford. Stand on the X and smile at these guys. Russell Franklin. Say your name. Carly Genicchio. Right here on the X, babe. Hold on, Caitlin. Let him take your picture, babe. Caitlin George. Smile, okay? Gary Graham. Anya Green. Stand right on the X and smile till I say your name, okay? Malia Hardman. Stand on the X and smile, okay? Brianka Harwell. Randall Heinzelman. Annette Hernandez Huerta. Michaela Herrera. Addison Hogue. Kason Holtz. Stand right on that X and smile, okay? Shania Huff. Lanaja Martin. Denasia Hughes. Right on the X and smile. Tiana Kaufman. Aiden Cambanown. Right here on the X. Ariana Lafferty. Right on that X and smile, okay? Jonathan Logan. Blanca Lopez Cortez. Right here on the X and smile, girlfriend. Madeline McCann. Monica Malik. Right here on the X, bud. Lincoln Martin. Kenneth Mead. Right up here, buddy. Josue Menjivar Abrego. Smile. Amira Moore. Right here on the X and smile. Adrian Morales. Right there on the X and smile. Alyssa Muggenberg. Stand here and smile. Olive Nazarino. Great. Right here on the X and smile. Addison Noel. Right here on the X and smile. Henry Olivia Cordova. Kimberly Orea Badillo. Right here on the X and smile. Malachi Patton. Stand right here on the X and smile, okay? Daniela Peña Alonso. Nay Pettit. Right here on the X and smile. Courtney Probasco. Right here on the X and smile. Promise Quia. Right here on the X and smile. Noah Razavong. Francisco Rodriguez Ortiz. All right, stay right here on the X, buddy. Wyatt Rolling. Brian Rothwell. Jason Segovia. Right here and smile. Kobe Simmons. Right here. Ari Smith. Smile, buddy. Jojo Smith. Right here on the X and smile. Lair So. Right here on the X and smile. Brian Stinson. Mars Stoll. Right here on the X and smile, Alexis. Alexis Strange. Chance Sutton. Somari Tejeda. It's all about me, guys, sorry. Right here on the X and smile. Mason Thomas. Wyatt Thompson. Jocelyn Tyndall. Ingrid Terrazas Garcia. Right here, buddy. Raiden Vasquez Nichols. Fatima Villa Perez. Kada Vipongsai. Julian Vincent. Anna Weisenhorn. Armaria Whitfield. Right here, Trenton, on the X and smile, buddy. Trenton Wilson. Tristan Wilson. Adaga Wodede. Right here on the X, I promise. Erica Wong. Right here on the X, buddy. Jalen Woods. All right, buddy, right here on the X. Silas York. That's it. These are last ones. Yep, that's it. That's it. I almost forgot. Today we have the pleasure of also celebrating some folks from Place Academy, which is an alternative program in Des Moines Public Schools for 21 to 25-year-olds to earn their diploma as well. And so we have the pleasure of having 4 Place graduates with us today, which is really awesome. So let's give them a round of applause, please. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the class of 2025 from Options Academy.